Show and up
In Action News halftime report.
Well, all factors continue to come together, pointing towards a major snowstorm during the afternoon hours, starting during the afternoon hours tomorrow. 13 Action News First Alert Bigfoot Doppler radar shows some light snow falling over parts of Indiana. That's what's going to move into our area during the overnight hours. Well, 13 Cloud Tracker shows actually we started off with some clear skies today, but a large mass of cloudiness associated with a storm system centered over Arkansas moved in rapidly. Actually, there's a tornado watch over parts of Louisiana and Texas. This is such a strong system. 13 Snow Tracker shows that light snow moving in, but look off to our west, some darker blues indicating some moderate and heavy snow falling, the rate of 1 inch an hour or more, and that's what will be moving in for your Saturday. For the nighttime hours tonight, we'll see that light snow moving in. Then during Saturday morning, we'll see an increase in snow during the morning. As the day goes on, we'll see even further snow accumulations, somewhat significant for our area. 6 to 10 inches across northwest Ohio. Look off to our west, up to 1.5 feet. So it's a very significant storm for this time of year. Forecast then snow late, the morning low around 10, and a winter storm warning for tomorrow. I'll have updates all night long on the hour, as well as a complete wrap-up after the Sugar Bowl, and we'll get a little bit more detail about some possible freezing rain situation for tomorrow night.
Roswell's Diane and Greg have the night off. Tonight on 13 Action News, it is a mystery on Lake Erie as Witnesses News has been preparing you for days for the approaching winter storm, and now it is just about upon us. And all indications are the storm packs quite a punch. For just how bad it is going to get, we turn now to 13 Action News meteorologist Rob Dale. He's live in the First Alert Storm Center. Rob?
Well, I've been in the Storm Center all day looking for some sort of evidence that the system might miss us. Well, it's going to hit us. It's taking dead aim on the Toledo area, and we are in for a major snowfall Saturday and into the morning hours of Sunday. Let's take a look at Bigfoot Doppler radar, see what's happening right now. We've got a large mass of light to moderate snow falling across all of Indiana, moving to the northeast, and will be moving in during the evening hours. We're looking for somewhere in the range of 1 to 3 inches falling during the overnight hours, the most in our western counties around Bryan and Defiance area. After that passes, some heavy snow is behind it, which will be moving in during the daytime hours on Saturday, continuing into Sunday. I'll let you know exactly how much we're going to get a little bit later on in the newscast. Now back to you.
Rob. New at 11 tonight, a stubborn house fire on Glenwood Avenue kept fire crews very busy. Some 35 Toledo firefighters spent a couple of hours fighting the flames at 2314 Glenwood. 2 extra engines had to be called to that home, which officials are calling a total loss. The only resident of the house got out safely. Firefighters say a part of the problem was the large amount of what they are calling debris in the house. Investigators think the blaze started in the back of the home and are still investigating. A Holland woman is dead on Airport Highway when she went left of center and smashed head-on with a car driven by 51-year-old Arthur Pfeffer. Purdy was life-flighted to St. V's, where she later dies. Pfeffer is in fair condition.
Well, we had a fairly quiet day today, but things are going to turn very hectic over the next 24 to 48 hours as a major storm system moves into the Toledo area. 13 Action News First Alert Bigfoot Doppler radar showing some light flurries out and about around Toledo right now, but off to our west, more concentrated area of light snow over Indiana, which will be moving in for the overnight hours. Temperatures right now are actually starting to climb just a bit. 16 degrees outside, but winds are picking up out of the east, gusting to 20 miles per hour, and that will be a problem through the coming weekend. Our high yesterday, 18 degrees, almost 13 degrees below normal. After a morning low of 11, we had a trace of precipitation in the form of flurries. That will increase dramatically during the daytime hours Saturday. As we take a look at the next map, there we go, a little stuck there. 16 degrees here at Toledo, Findlay, 15 at Fort Wayne, so some warmer air across Ohio, a little bit colder off to the north. Jackson checks in at 9 degrees. Readings closer to Toledo show 12 at Adrian, 12 at Monroe, and also 9 degrees down in Hillsdale. 13 Cloud Tracker shows some explosive thunderstorm development, some severe thunderstorms and tornadoes associated with the storm system that is going to move into our area over the next 24 hours. There's a large cloud mass associated with that, and underneath that clouds some pretty potent precipitation. Here's a snow tracker which shows the light snow across Indiana, these darker blues indicating some heavier snow falling at the rate of 1 to 2 inches an hour. Some locations of Missouri have already seen 8 inches snow so far as well as 3/4 of an inch of freezing rain on top of that. We may have to deal with just a bit of the frozen precipitation late Saturday evening. Highs across the country in the teens and 20s, single digits up north, while look down south, Dallas 63 and Brownsville at 80 degrees. Well, rain tracker for tomorrow shows a large area of precipitation moving in during the morning hours. During the afternoon is when the really intense snowfall makes it to the Toledo area and more behind it. So during the afternoon is when our prime time for heavy snowfall will exist. Sunday, we see the storm system off to our west, pushing the primary band of snow off to our north, but we're going to see some very windy conditions during the daytime hours Sunday. So the roads that they got cleared off during the Saturday evening storm are going to be blown right over as winds will be gusting in excess of 30 to 40 miles per hour throughout Sunday. Snowfall totals, well, the overnight hours we'll see about 1 to 3 inches. Saturday, 4 to 7 inches, and Sunday overnight, I've gone conservative for now, saying 1 to 2 inches, possibly some ice mixed in, but the latest information indicates we may see up towards 4 or 5 inches during the overnight hours into Sunday morning. Your forecast then detailed snow developing. We'll see 1 to 3 inches on the ground by morning, primarily to the west of Toledo. For tomorrow, we do have a winter storm warning in effect. We'll see snow totaling 6 to 10 inches by late tomorrow evening with an afternoon high around 25. Very gusty winds. Tomorrow night, snow possibly mixed in with ice, especially to the east and south of Toledo. May have a problem with an ice storm there. Temperatures nearly steady, and Sunday, snow's ending, but it's going to be very, very windy. A very cold day on tap as temperatures fall from a morning low of 30. After that, the freeze is on. We'll be in the teens for Monday and Tuesday, warming up into the 20s, but we should be around 30 this time of year, so the warmer temperatures we had earlier in this month, we're paying for it right now.
Well, I guess we're lucky it's coming on a weekend, but
That's true.
it certainly will take some time getting used to being around so much snow.
Exactly.
It's been a while.
It's been a while since we've
Yeah.
had this sort of snowfall.
All right, it's national exposure for a local high school band. Well, that is it for 13 Action News at 11 or at 1. Thanks for joining us. For Rob Dale and Katie Pollock, I'm Susan Ross Wells. Have a good night and a great 1999.
In 5 minutes. New minute rice with cheese. It's the perfect last-minute side dish.
I don't just paste my dentures anymore. Now I bond them with C-Bond denture adhesive.
Only C-Bond is a soft, micro-thin seal with 2 powerful adhesives that bond dentures to your gums, so they can hold and fit comfortably all day.
I can bite and chew with confidence.
And C-Bond is easier to use than pastes or powders with no messy cleanups.
I'll never paste my dentures again. I bond them.
Bond your dentures with C-Bond.
At the Lighthouse Holiday Sale, you'll save hundreds on Slate pool tables, starting at just $9.99, including free lights. Save up to 50% on floor model tables, custom 2-piece cues, and accessories, too. Get up to 60% off on floor model and scratch and dent spas. A 3-person spa is only $17.88. Plus, there's no payment till the year 2000. And that's not all. Right now at Lighthouse, you can get a tanning system for as little as $28.50 a month. It's going on now during the holiday sale at Lighthouse.
You've never seen power like this before. The Dirt Devil Vision. It's loaded with power you can see. The Vision is lightweight with swivel casters so it turns on a dime. It picks up more dirt than the best-selling Clean Air Upright. And instead of bags, the Vision vacuums dirt into an easy-to-empty container. The Dirt Devil Vision. Nothing escapes the power of a Dirt Devil.
This is 13 Action News at 6.
Welcome back. Tonight you have a chance to help a local child in need of a family. In less than an hour, you can see the 2nd annual Greater Toledo Adopt-a-thon right here on 13 ABC. 13 Action News meteorologist Stan Stachek and I will host the hour-long show. You'll get to meet many of the kids currently looking for a loving home, and you'll find out more about adoption and how to get the process going. Again, that's tonight from 7 to 8. The program is sponsored by the Adopt America Network and 13 ABC.
Some local high school students want you to swing by their charity event tonight. The Clay High School.
Covering the nation with President Clinton's Senate trial underway, his public support remains strong. In a new poll, 62% of those surveyed say the president should stay in office. Meantime, the president's lawyers are spending the weekend working on a response to the Senate summons. They have until midday Monday Today, Senate Majority Leader Trent Lott said he's proud of how both parties in the Senate unanimously agreed to a blueprint for the trial yesterday. A second person has died in what appears to have been a suicide pact between two high school sweethearts in Georgia. 17-year-old Jeff Miller died this morning in Atlanta. His girlfriend, 15-year-old Andrea Garrett, died yesterday after a shooting in a school bathroom. Authorities say the two decided it was better to kill themselves than end their relationship.
Well, members of a doomsday cult suspected of plotting attacks in Jerusalem are back in Denver, Colorado this evening. The group, known as Concerned Christians, includes 8 adults and 6 children. Israeli police fear this may only be the first in a string of groups who believe the second coming of Christ will happen at the turn of the millennium. They're afraid such groups might become violent or stage mass suicides if their expectations are not met.
Well, it won 5 Tony Awards back in 1951.
And now the classic musical, The King and I, dances its way into the Glass City. We'll take you to the show next.
Sunshine today, but snow tomorrow. Your forecast next.
Join us this Sunday for Toledo Up Front. It all begins at 7:30 in the morning. We'll be talking about winter weather. Join my guests and myself for Toledo Up Front.
Where's the cream filling? Now that's the stuff. Hostess.
Bright lights, high fashion excitement. Furs from Toledo Furs steal the show every time. Toledo Furs. Fabulous furs from Toledo Furs. Totally beautiful, totally affordable. Toledo Furs. Discover the beautiful difference.
Starving Artist Art Expo 99 is this Sunday. Thousands of beautiful original oil paintings on canvas by professional artists. Giant sofa-sized paintings as low as $19. Smaller accent paintings from $7. Absolutely no painting over $49. It's an art expo and sale this Sunday, 11 to 4.
Exclusively at the Clarion Westgate. Choose from a huge new collection with original sofa-sized oil paintings from $19. This Sunday only, 11 to 4.
Do your dog a favor. Buy a dog license now through January 31st. $15 is a small investment for your dog's protection. And it's the law.
J.B. Books is a living legend of the Old West.
Ma'am, we have a touchy situation here.
John Wayne, the shootist, on the $1 Million Movie.
Well, we did see a good deal of sunshine during the afternoon today, and we'll see clear skies overnight. There is a negative, though, as temperatures are going to plummet for your Sunday morning. 13 Action News First Alert Bigfoot Doppler radar showing dry conditions over Toledo. We're seeing some light snow showers moving into the western areas, but those are going to die as the night progresses, and we will stay dry through the early part of Sunday. The almanac indicates we had a chilly one today. 19 degrees was the best we could make up. 13 is our morning low, and saw 1/100th of precipitation came in the form of snow after midnight. Right now, 16 degrees. West winds blowing at 12 miles per hour, and that's creating some cool wind chills. Feels like 4 degrees below zero here in Toledo and Detroit, 18 degrees below zero in Fort Wayne. Unfortunately, the winds will be dying off as the night progresses. Temperatures around the area: 15 at Metcalf, 18 at Findlay, 13 at Adrian, and it's already dropped down to 12 degrees up in Hillsdale. 13 Cloud Tracker shows a large mass of clouds associated with yesterday's storm system moving off to the east and affecting a good deal of the eastern seaboard. As we take a look at the radar underneath that, watch this line of strong thunderstorms to severe at times, even some tornadoes reported over the southeast. Really, this activity down here prevented some good moisture from moving up, and we didn't see quite nearly as much snow as we were expecting, so a good sign from the overnight hours last night. Taking a look at temperatures around the country, you can find the Arctic here. 3 degrees below zero right now in Minneapolis, 8 in St. Louis. This air mass is going to move over the Great Lakes during the next 24 to 48 hours, but look off to the west. We're starting to see some warm air pile up, moving up across parts of the Rockies. We're not going to see it immediately, but a warm-up is in store in the long range. Nighttime hours, we will be cold. Clear skies are going to allow temperatures to really drop by Sunday morning. For Monday or someday, Alberta Clipper moves through, which is going to drop some light snow on us and cool us down for Monday. High pressure builds in then on Monday, but as the day progresses, more snow moves into the area for Monday afternoon and evening. Your forecast for tonight, partly cloudy skies and cold. Will drop down to a few degrees below zero. Light snow on Sunday, less than an inch of accumulation, so not really much of a problem. Afternoon high around 22. Tomorrow night, partly cloudy skies drop down to zero again. Then on Monday, we'll start off cloudy, snow moving in during the afternoon with a high of 18. After that, more snow for Tuesday. Again, that's not going to be a problem. We'll chill off for Wednesday, so we only have a high of 21. But we start to warm up. And look at the weekend there. As the snow starts to melt towards Friday and Saturday, we'll see temperatures well above normal and climbing into the middle and upper 30s.
All right, well, not too bad.
Not at all.
Finally, maybe a chance to get out and do something fun. Here's a clue. Shall we dance?
I am frightened. I am frightened because I love my father. And also because if he dies,
Well, there it is, the King of I. That was the question being asked at the Stranahan Theater in South Toledo this afternoon. The Broadway musical is playing all weekend long. The Rodgers and Hammerstein classic tells the story of an English teacher who falls in love with the King of Siam. Another performance.
Up next in sports, the UT basketball team looks to stay undefeated at home.
Plus, the Gary Pinkel Watch comes to an end. Ryan Burr has all the details next.
1998 was an award-winning year for 13 Action News. Sarah Bloomquist, winner of the Crystal Award of Excellence for Investigative Reporting. Rebecca Rainier, winner of an Award of Merit for an Investigative News Series. Kurt Banter, winner of the National Press Photographers Association First Place for News Photography. Expect more to come in 1999. 13 Action News. Better people, more news.
What makes Kraft Singles so good? Kids know it's the taste. They don't know that 2 out of every 5 kids don't get enough calcium. But with Kraft Singles, they get a good source of calcium and the taste they love. Kraft Singles, magic every single time.
It's sinful, it's decadent, it's downright naughty. It's peaches and cream. Breyers Light non-fat yogurt with the indulgent flavors of your favorite desserts. Breyers Light yogurt tastes naughty, but it's not.
I don't just paste my dentures anymore. Now I bond them with C-Bond denture adhesive.
Only C-Bond is a soft, micro-thin seal with 2 powerful adhesives that bond dentures to your gums, so they can hold and fit comfortably all day.
I can bite and chew with confidence.
And C-Bond is easier to use than pastes or powders with no messy cleanups.
I'll never paste my dentures again. I bond them with C-Bond.
Bond your dentures with C-Bond.
One-of-a-kind handcrafted furniture can only be found one place in Northwest Ohio, the Amish Oak Gallery inside Woodland Mall. Here you'll find masterfully handcrafted bedroom and dining room sets in both solid oak and cherry, children's bedroom sets, curio cabinets, sofas, and wall accessories, all skillfully handcrafted by the Amish. Take advantage of our in-house financing just in time for the holidays. The Amish Oak Gallery, located just 12 miles south of Perrysburg, inside Woodland Mall.
Welcome back, Ryan Burr, and now with sports.
A lot of people wanting to know whether Gary Pinkel will stay at UT or go.
Will he stay or will he go now? We've been talking about it for a couple weeks, and to be honest with you, no one in town really knew. But yes, the Gary Pinkel Watch came to a screeching halt this afternoon as 13 ABC first announced that the Rockets head coach, who had interviewed and coveted the head job at the University of Washington, was told he was no longer a candidate at the school he had spent 13 seasons as an assistant. The bad news for Pinkel is great news for UT football fans and their coaching staff, as they will stay intact for the '99 season. While everyone at Toledo wished Coach Pinkel the best, selfishly, we all hoped he would stay at UT, a place he is still happy to call home.
At the very beginning, I felt that I have a lot of faith that it was going to turn out whatever best for my family and myself, so that's Toledo. And I have a great job here. Certainly the Washington job was something I was very interested in, but it didn't work out that way. And I'm excited about continuing here, and we live in a great place.
Staying in Toledo, but switching gears to the hoop court, the UT Rockets look to take their latest win streak to 2 games. Visiting Savage Hall today, the Ohio University Bobcats, a team many believed have the most talent in the Mid-American Conference. Now, Coach Joplin hoping his home cooking would remain tasty. Pick it up down to UT, that is. Greg Stempen goes baseline and ties it up. More Rockets. Brett Fedak, the game of his career. 25 points on the day for him. Still, Toledo trailed by 7 until Art Norman went off. Cash on the 3-ball. The Rockets, though, could have had a tough time with Sanjay Adel, the 2-hand hammer. But when the Rockets needed a hoop, Stormin' Norman provided it. Making a trip to that mythical spot when you just can't miss, we call the zone. UT wins 74-60, and yes, it was another great team effort.
You know, I think everything clicked tonight. You know, we had good inside and we had good outside. Art was hitting, outside jumper step. You know, Chad hit some jumpers tonight.
You know, hey, what can you say about Fedak? You know, he's never scored 25 points in his life.
Staying on the hardwood, we head to the Big Ten, where Michigan and Michigan State would hook up for the first time this season. The Spartans came into the game ranked 12th in the country. Their greatest ever, the Magic Man, in town to watch this guy. Mateen cleaves the alley-oop to Morris Peterson for 2. Cleaves can do more than just pass. Check him weave his way into the lane for the tough runner. Spartans going to roll. 81-67 was your final score there. In the Big East, Georgetown would play the first game with the post-John Thompson era. New coach Craig Esherick involved in a dandy. Game tied at 65, and yes, Devin Braswell hits us. The new Hoya fan, John Thompson, cheers from the cheap seats. Georgetown wins 75-70 was your final. One score to report from the MAC as Bowling Green visited Kent. Falcons come up short 68-63 was your final. Well, the NFL playoffs return today, and in Atlanta, the Falcons hope to prove to all their doubters that their impressive 14-2 regular season record was anything but a fluke. On the other sideline, the Miracle 49ers looking to win their second playoff game and advance on to the NFC Championship game next week. Not the start San Fran had hoped for in the first play of the game. Garrison Hurst breaks his leg. Breaking it down would be Jamal Anderson, a one-man band, 2 touchdowns on the day, including this. A 34-yard touchdown. Watch the stiff arm there. Then he gives it up, diving into the end zone. But Young would bring the Niners back. This scramble gives us a heck of a game. But there would not be any miracles today, as the Falcons are on their way to the NFC Championship game with the 20-18 win. Afterwards, a very pleased Coach Reeves.
This football team has made themselves a good football team. I mean, they're hard to beat because they don't beat themselves. And when you don't beat yourselves, it's difficult. And I'm proud to be a part, of a football team.
Oh, by the way, Terrell Davis of the Broncos has been named as the NFL's most valuable player. And finally, in their past 5 years, there hasn't been a more bitter rival in all of sports than the Avalanche and the Red Wings. The two teams have played some of the NHL's more epic games. Along the way, they've been highlighted by some legendary brawls. No heavyweight bouts today, but everyone was pesky. Game tied at 2 in the third, and the Wings take advantage of a 2-man advantage. It's Nicholas Lindstrom. Winds it up and lets it go. Check it out again. Just an old-fashioned slap shot from the point, and it hits nothing but the back of the net. It would prove to be the game winner. 3-2 was your final. But 2 things to touch on. First, UT, a big win on the basketball court today. Very impressive win against Ohio University. And then I think the thing that everyone wants to talk about, Coach Pinkel will be back on the sidelines next year.
Right.
And for a team that has won 2 straight MAC West titles, that is a very promising thing.
And he won't be looking anywhere else then?
Well, Washington was really his dream job.
Right.
You never say never, but UT right now, as we just heard, is a place that he is comfortable and a place that he's going to stay a while.
Continued success and continued recruits coming
You got
in.
it.
So, all right, Ryan, thanks a lot.
Yep.
Well, are cats your fancy?
If so, we've got the perfect place for you this weekend. We'll explain right after this.
Ba-dum-bum.
J.B. Books is a living legend of the Old West.
Ma'am, we have a touchy situation here.
John Wayne, the shootist, on the $1 Million Movie. First, fast, accurate winter weather information from 13 Action News.
I'm Stan Stachek. Severe weather brings out the best in the 13 Action News Storm Team.
Precise forecast, the latest school closings, traffic conditions, everything you need, first, fast, and accurate.
13 Action News. Better people, more news.
You've waited long enough. Now's the time for you and your family to get in shape.
Do the Y.
At your neighborhood YMCA, they have everything you need to get in shape. All the latest fitness equipment and expert staff members to help with a fitness program designed just for you. Don't wait any longer. There's no better time. You've wanted to do it for so long.
Join the YMCA now and save $75 on a family or adult max membership. Call your local YMCA branch today.
Do the Y now.
Starving Artist Art Expo 99 is this Sunday. Thousands of beautiful original oil paintings on canvas by professional artists. Giant sofa-sized paintings as low as $19. Smaller accent paintings from $7. Absolutely no painting over $49. It's an art expo and sale this Sunday, 11 to 4.
Exclusively at the Clarion Westgate. Choose from a huge new collection with original sofa-sized oil paintings from $19. This Sunday only, 11 to 4.
The Chocolate Vanilla Swirls Jell-O pudding snack is based on my idea. I've been mixing Jell-O pudding flavors since I was a kid. Of course, my version didn't travel real well. But this little cup is inspired. Half luscious chocolate, half smooth, cool vanilla. And a heck of a lot nicer looking than anything I used to make.
Chocolate Vanilla Swirls Jell-O pudding snacks. Smile more. Now fat-free Cool Whip meets fat-free Jell-O. Your taste buds won't know what's missing.
Well, as we mentioned earlier, tonight is the second annual Adopt-a-thon right here on 13 ABC. Tonight at 11, you'll meet some of the people involved and find out how you yourself can open your home to a child in need. Plus, does your dog get a little anxious when he or she is away from you? Believe it or not, the FDA.
Your forecast now. Yeah, we don't see a lot of sunshine in January for most part. Hopefully you enjoyed it today because the clouds are making a return. Right now, 13 Action News First Alert Bigfoot Doppler radar is clear and dry and will stay dry overnight, but things will start to get active during the daytime hours on Sunday. The thermometer is indicating that it is cold outside, 9 degrees right now, humidity at 76% and a southwest wind blowing at 8 miles an hour. Afternoon high today, 21 degrees, and we dropped to 8 just an hour ago, so we warmed up just a little bit, but the thermometer is going to continue to fall during the overnight hours, just a little bit more than a trace of snowfall after midnight. Temperatures around the area, 7 at Adrian, 3 at Hillsdale, and down to 0 at Defiance already, so they will drop below 0 during the overnight hours. Wind chills, when we factor in, it feels like 5 below here in Toledo, 4 below up in Jackson, and 13 degrees below 0 in Fort Wayne. Fortunately, the winds will be dying out as well during the overnight hours, so wind chills won't be a great hassle for your Sunday morning. 13 Cloud Tracker shows a large batch of clouds associated with yesterday's storm that have moved off onto the eastern coast. High pressure, firmly in control of our weather, gave us those clear skies throughout the daytime hours today, but this high will sink off to the south, allowing another storm system to make its way into the area for your Sunday afternoon. Radar shows an extensive area of rainfall all across the eastern seaboard. Quiet around Toledo right now, but again, we start to see snow forming off to the west, which will be moving in over your Sunday afternoon. Highs across the area, 3 degrees below 0 was all it could make it up to in Minneapolis, 11 down in St. Louis. But look off to our west. We start to see 40s making it up all the way into Montana, up the Rockies. Warm air is pooling and will be working its way into the Toledo area. Cloudcast for tomorrow shows clouds increasing during the day, getting thicker in the afternoon, which time we'll see some light snow falling. After that, the jet stream is going to remain in this position for the next several days, bringing Alberta clippers over the next day or two with light snow and decreasing temperatures as the week goes on. The forecast then says for tonight, partly cloudy and cold, a few degrees either side of 0 for the Sunday morning commute. Light snow tomorrow, at most an inch with an afternoon high of around 22. For tomorrow night, partly cloudy, again getting down to 0 degrees. And Monday, increasing clouds. We'll see some light snow moving in late in the day, high around 18. After that, more snow on Tuesday. not major storm producers. We get back into the cold weather for Wednesday, but start to warm up. I see some sunshine for the weekend and temperatures into the 30s, if not upper 30s, by this time next week.
You know, during the summertime, we love seeing 85, 87. We're like, wow, wow.
Right.
During the wintertime, you see that 7-day forecast, you could just put a banner of cold. 21, 22.
That summarizes it.
We're like 30. Please, let it be 30.
Just trying to make your job easier around. All right,
No,
thanks for that shot, Kevin. That's 13 Action News at 11.
For Jeff Smith, meteorologist Rob Dale, and Ryan Burr, I'm Jayla Anderson.
Have a good night. Stay safe. See you.
When the Miracle Whip people get here, I want you to smile. These are very important people. Who's that? Oh, that's garlic.
Garlic? What garlic?
No, it's another flavor. Don't worry about it.
Another flavor? Charlie, you told me that I was the new flavor. Onion. Does this ring a bell? Biggest thing to happen to Miracle Whip in 50 years?
Well, I know.
So what? Now I gotta share the stage with some herb?
Yeah.
Do Miracle Whip garlic or Miracle Whip onion. It's all a matter of taste.
You sold me out, Charlie.
How can you say that to me?
At the Lighthouse Holiday Sale,